Welcome back to Random Business Consultants.
Last week, we were catching up with an old friend of Random Business Consultants. He runs a small logistics firm in the UK and said something that really stuck with us. My first year as a business owner nearly broke me. He shared how he made every classic mistake in the book. No clear plan, hired someone just because they were available, didn't post a single thing on social media for months. When things went south, he had no system, no leads, and no idea what went wrong. Sound familiar? This video is for every small business owner who's either been there or wants to avoid getting there. Let's break down the top 5 mistakes small businesses are making in 2025 and what you can do differently. It's 2025. With AI, remote work, and automation tools, you'd think running a business would be easier. But guess what? Small businesses are still failing, and fast. In this video, we'll uncover the top 5 mistakes entrepreneurs are making today, with real client examples and lessons we've learned the hard way. If you're a small business owner, freelancer, or startup founder, stick around. This could save you time, money, and your sanity. Mistake number 1, poor planning. One of our early clients launched a trendy cafe in a booming neighborhood. Great concept, but no financial roadmap, no marketing timeline, no growth plan. 6 months in, they ran out of funds and had no clue why. Planning isn't just about writing a document. It's about having actionable goals, realistic budgets, and a strategy that's revisited monthly. No roadmap means you're building blind. Next, bad hiring choices. We worked with an e-commerce startup that hired a cousin as their marketing manager, with zero experience. Within 2 months, their ad budget was gone, engagement dropped, and no one was tracking results. Hiring friends or going cheap may feel easy, but it almost always leads to costly corrections later. Hire slow, test skills, check alignment with your company's values. Third, and probably the most common, ignoring marketing. One local service provider told us, "We're doing fine with word of mouth." A year later, they were struggling, while competitors who focused on consistent social content, SEO, and branding were booked months in advance. Marketing isn't optional, it's survival. Even a small, consistent strategy, like 3 posts a week, can build brand trust and lead flow. Here's a silent killer, scaling too fast. We consulted for a boutique clothing brand that expanded to 3 cities within 8 months. Sounds exciting, right? But inventory, staff training, and logistics couldn't keep up. Sales dropped, and they had to shut down 2 locations. Growth is great, but only if it's sustainable. Focus on strengthening systems before expansion. You don't want to build a house of cards. Finally, lack of customer focus. In 2025, customers expect fast replies, personalized service, and brands that actually listen. We saw one business that never replied to DMs, ignored reviews, and still wondered why repeat sales were dropping. On the other hand, brands that create feedback loops and reward loyal clients build trust that lasts. Your biggest growth driver? A happy customer who tells 10 others. So, let's recap. Are you planning or guessing? Hiring for skill or convenience? Marketing weakly or barely? Scaling with strategy or hope? And most importantly, are you serving your customers, or just selling to them? Avoiding these 5 mistakes can be the difference between barely surviving and thriving in 2025. Here's a bonus mistake we see all the time: trying to do everything alone. One of our clients ran a growing skincare brand but insisted on doing packaging, marketing, replying to customers, and bookkeeping, all solo. Within 6 months, orders were delayed, reviews dropped, and she burned out. Here's the truth: delegating doesn't mean losing control. It means gaining freedom to grow. Outsource what you can. Focus on your zone of genius. Let me share a quick success story. A client of ours in the online retail space had low traffic, no clarity on roles, and was posting randomly on Instagram. After refining their planning, setting up a basic content strategy, and hiring a part-time marketing assistant, they saw a 120% increase in sales and over 300% growth in site traffic in just 3 months. That's what fixing a few core mistakes can do. So what can you do today to avoid these mistakes? Here's a simple checklist. Spiral calendar. Set clear goals for the next 30 days. Busts in silhouette. Evaluate who's doing what in your team, and if it's the right fit. Loudspeaker. Map out next month's content and campaigns. Outgoing mail. Message 5 past customers for feedback. Bar graph and review your expenses versus what's actually bringing results. These small steps lead to big shifts, fast. Every big brand started small, but smart. Fix these mistakes, and your small business can thrive in 2025 and beyond. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your biggest business challenge in the comments. I read every single one. See you in the next episode. Thank you for staying with us till the end.